For those who want to study to show themselves approved and want to really find out what is the missing pieces that has been taken out of the canon Bibles of the King James Version and the NIV and the NLT and all these different, I'm going to give you a curated list of recommended restored books included in the Sefer Bible, the Eth Sefer, along with the scriptural relevance, purpose, and connection to end-time prophecy, history, and Israel's identity. Now, these are essential for rightly dividing the truth, especially in these last days. So, the restored books in the Sefer recommended reading. The first one will be Tanakh. The purpose reveals the fall of the Watchers, fallen angels, the origin of giants, Nephilim, judgment, cosmology, and end-time prophecy. Key topics: angels, flood prophecy, Messiah prophecy, Sheol, which is hell, and final judgment. The Sefer reference quoted in Jude 1:14-15, and why you should read it, restores understanding of Genesis 6 and Revelation judgment scenes. The next book is the book of Jubilees, Yovihilim. Purpose, also called the Lesser Genesis. It lays out chronological timeline from creation to Exodus. The key topics: calendar, feasts, angelic roles, commandments, patriarchs' words. Sefer reference supports Torah with extra precision. Yahushua observed the same calendar described here. Why you should read it: restores Yahuwah's 364-day calendar and gives details to Genesis events. The book of Jasher, and it's Yasher in Hebrew. The purpose expands Genesis and Exodus stories, including Abraham, Esau, Nimrod, and Egypt. Key topics: Tower of Babel, giants, plagues of Egypt, lost history of the patriarchs, and the Sefer reference mentioned in Joshua 10 and 13 and 2 Samuel 1:18. Why you should read this: deepens understanding of the ancient world and the covenant line. Second Baruch. Purpose: Jeremiah scribe writes this post-destruction lament and future prophecy. Key topics: judgment on Israel, the resurrection, New Jerusalem, Gentile nations judged. The Sefer reference, a direct continuation of Jeremiah. Why you should read it: heavy, prophetic, end-time content relevant to the awakening of Israel. The four Ezra, second Esdras, Esdras. The purpose: a powerful end-time apocalyptical book, often called the Hidden Revelation. Key topics: the 10 tribes, the Eagle Nation, Rome and U.S., tribulation, and the Son of Elohim. Sefer reference connected with Revelation and Daniel, and why you should read it: reveals American prophecy, the lost tribes, and judgment on the nations. The book of Tobit, Tobit. The purpose: a righteous man and his family are preserved through angelic intervention. Key topics: obedience, angel, Raphael, diaspora, faithfulness. And the Sefer reference reflects covenant loyalty outside of Jerusalem. And why you should read it: encouraging for scattered Israelites who remain faithful in captivity. The next one is the extension of Isaiah. The purpose: reveals spiritual realms and the descending and ascending of Yahushua through heavens. Key topics: Satan's rebellion, Yahushua's mission, and martyrdom of Isaiah. Should I say the martyr of Isaiah? Sefer reference matches Philippians 2 and John 1 and doctrine. Why you should read it: confirms Yahushua's pre-existent and heavenly roles. The book of Susanna. Purpose: a powerful story of righteousness, justice, and false accusation. Key topics: purity, judgment, and Daniel's youth. Sefer reference found in the book of Daniel, chapter 13, and why you should read it: reveals early example of divine justice and discernment. The next one is Bel and the Dragon. The purpose dismantles idolatry and pagan deceptions. Key topics: Daniel disproves false gods. See for reference. Part of Daniel chapter 14 and why you should read it. Boldly exposes false worship relevant in the world of religious deception. The Book of Wisdom of Solomon. The purpose: a prophetic wisdom book attributed to Solomon. Key topics: righteous suffering, reward of the just, destruction of the wicked. Deceitful reference: prepares Israel for the hope of resurrection and judgment, and why you should read it. Mirrors themes from Romans, Revelations, and Hebrews. The Book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. Purpose: a full book of moral and spiritual instruction. Key topics: wisdom, Torah obedience, parenting, judgment, and humility. Deceitful reference: revered by early Hebrew assemblies. Why you should read it: highly practical and spiritual for walking righteously today. The next one, the first and second Maccabees. Purpose: historical account of Israel's resistance to Greek oppression. The key topics: Antiochus Epiphanes, abomination of desolation, and Hanukkah origins. See for reference. Helps unlock Daniel's abomination prophecy and why you should read. Crucial bridge between Old and New Testaments, shows why Yahushua warned about similar events. The next one is Ode of Solomon and Psalms of Solomon. Purpose: spirit-filled praises, laments, and vision of restoration. Key topics: redemption, resurrection, victory over death. Why read? The remnant anthem and reveals Yah's heart for his people. Now I have some honorable mentions. Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Final words of Jacob's sons to their descendants, and Jubilees and Enoch calendar comparisons for restoring feast days and Sabbaths. So where can you find these? These are all included in the ETH Sefer Bible at https://www.sefer.net, or in the 1611 King James Version with Apocrypha, also found in Ethiopia Orthodox Canon, Dead Sea Scrolls fragments, and Septuagint Greek Old Testament. So if you need me to DM you this information, where to find it at, just send me a message and I will send it to you. I hope this helps, because it's sure teaching me a lot of things.